Welcome to the Complete Safety Show. I'm Ryan Gisclair.
I'm Dusty Hewin.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about data management software. The most funnest topic that you guys have ever heard about. We're going to try to take it and bring it from the boring into the lively. It's going to be difficult, bear with us, but we're going to go through it. As all of you know, when you're dealing with these data management software systems, it can become very tedious to make sure that all of your things are in order, from your employees being in the system to your man hours being there to your TQ reports and training qualifications and all this stuff being loaded up, rosters and policies and all this stuff. And it's one of these items where you really have to make sure that you stay on top of it, because as you get behind, and Dusty can tell you, if you get behind on this stuff, the catch up on this is really difficult.
It's really long, it's really difficult. There's so many steps that we have to go through to get the data in the right place, in the right queue. So when your employee does get to that dock or that heliport, that he can go off without a hitch. Yeah, we don't get calls at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
You want him to get on his hitch without a hitch. I mean, that's really important, because you guys watching this know and understand it. If you understand what these data software systems do for you, you'll also know that the operators know when you don't have things in order. They get emails just like you get the emails. They know when your guy gets held up. You get that email from your rep saying, hey,
he's scanning purple, or he's scanning red, or he's scanning pink, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you better get this in place. And when all of a sudden a guy goes from not being qualified to in 5 minutes being qualified, guess what? People know what's going on.
Throw a flag and hey, you might get an audit coming to your facility.
Yeah, you definitely need to be aware that, just throwing dates in there, you have to have the backup, you have to have the proof. Staying on top of these systems is very important from the standpoint of our operators that we work for. They use these systems to verify policies in place, verify training that we have, verify information, just basic information about your company. So you need to make sure that you stay on top of these, keep them updated, keep your ratings green, A, 5 out of 5, whatever the numbers are, whatever the system is, you want to make sure you do it. The problem that you run into, and that we run into, because we do this as part of our service package, is there's so many of these systems. It's not just one. And if it is just one, that one has 8 million questions that you have to answer to start, and you get emails every Monday morning about things. So, I mean, it's,
Most of the time, which one they're asking for one company, there's 3 other companies on a different site that might be asking for the same thing. Yeah. What we could do is help you manage that, or you have to manage that on a daily basis. And if you get behind, you're answering 3 questions, 4 questions, the same question back to back to back in different sites.
Yeah, you definitely get to a point where, guys, it becomes a full-time job to keep these things managed. So, the whole point of this is kind of just to bring your awareness to it, to make sure you understand that, hey, look, you got to stay on top of this. You got to keep up with it. You got to make sure that all your data is in there constantly and updated to the best of your ability, because you don't want your guys turned around at the heliport when you have a job to go do. We all have money to make. We all have things as a company that we need to accomplish. So
it took you long enough to get on that job.
Yeah.
So once you get to the heliport or the dock or wherever it is, before you go out, you want to make sure he goes off without a hitch.
Right. Hitch without a hitch. You want to make sure that happens. So, if you need help with these type of things, you can always feel free to email us, give us a shout, ask questions in the comments. That's always acceptable way to do it. Myself, Dusty, somebody here can always help you with that. We want to make sure that our customers and everybody for that matter, it stays on top of these things and make sure that we're all up to date and compliant as far as these systems go. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, we'll take the gray hair instead of you do. So, thank you for paying attention and listening to us. Give us a shout, email us. There'll be email addresses popping up across the bottom right here. You can find us on social media, pretty much anywhere and everywhere. So look us up, give us a shout if you need any help with these things. Dusty will be happy to take on all that stuff. So thank you, guys.